Hi, in this video we're going to learn some basic user account management on Hoji. So go ahead and sign in. On the top right hand corner you can see your name and a link that says my accounts. That opens your account management page. This is your name, obviously. This is your email, the one you use to sign up for a Hoji account, and this is what you use as your username, as you already know. If you need to change this for any reason, you just need to click on change, enter your new email, enter your current password, and you're good to go. Okay. Your account number uniquely identifies your account, and it's a basis for purchasing credits for your account. So later on we shall talk about what credits are and how you use them to procure the Hoji service. The tenant code also uniquely identifies your accounts. This is a basis on which we provision space on our server for your data. And so if you need people to contribute data using their own Hoji accounts but under your server space essentially, then you have to give them this tenant code. Okay. Tenant means under whose tenant account you're currently operating. So in the beginning you're operating under your own account. If you're employed by an organization or by someone else and you need to contribute data under their account, then you can change your tenancy here to their account. Okay, and you change that on the basis of their tenant code, which they will usually give you. Roles. My roles is what I can do under this account. So I can create projects and forms and things. I can destroy things, which means I can take destructive actions like delete projects, delete forms, clear data from the database, and so on. I can submit data through a mobile device, and I can view all of the outputs. Okay, these are the roles you will see if you're operating under your own tenant account. Once you're operating under somebody else's tenant account, they might decide to give you all or some of these roles. Default roles is what you might give, or is what people who decide to operate, or people who join or operate under your tenant accounts, what roles do they have by default? Okay, as you can see in the beginning they don't have any roles, but you can decide to change that, and I'll show you shortly where you can modify that. Users is a number of people who are operating under your account. Okay, so people for whom tenant here has your tenant account, not their own. Okay. Public project access, what's your strategy for accessing, or what's your setting for accessing public projects? Do you just want to access a verified one, which is the verified ones, which is the default, and that means projects that have been created by accounts that Hoji has verified? Do you want to access no public projects, which you can also specify? Do you also want to access all public projects regardless of whether the accounts that have set them up are verified or not? Cash and credit balance speak to how you procure the Hoji service. We're going to talk about this in a future tutorial. Test quota excuse me, is a number of records you can submit per form before they start overwriting each other. So remember, when you create a form for the first time, it's in test mode. So it means you can submit up to 10 records. If you submit the 11th one, then it overwrites the first one. And the way to get around that barrier obviously is by procuring credits. So this is a place where you edit your user details. So you can change your email from here, but you can change your names. You can add or edit your telephone number. You can set up the default roles, which we just talked about a minute ago, and project access as well. What if you don't want to see the sample project, for example, you might say none, and then you're never going to see it again unless you come back and change this setting. Webhooks are not the subject of this discussion today. This is where you change your password. So you put your old password and you enter your new password, you confirm it, and you're good to go. Manage users is where you come after people have joined your tenant account, which again we just described, and this is a place you can assign them roles explicitly one by one. Again, we're going to look at this again in the next tutorial in more detail. So for now, that marks the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching.